are the true artists. So let's get together, see what we can uncover. One that defines your world, gives you truth and life. One that excels, special reminder, guide your way through this shadow world.
I like hugs when they're hugs and when they are consented and they are deserved. Not when they're glomps. I was glomp once at a con, my first con.
Yo!
It was horrifying. Don't get confused by it. Poisonous fog in a non-industrial reason. What does French food stem from? What does French food stem from? What does French food stem from? Okay, I'm gonna take a guess. Let's see. The Italian sauces and the no, it's Spanish. It's Spanish, isn't it? The cheese, no, it's Italian. Italian. Because you have lasagna. Lasagna has bechamel. French food also has bechamel and white sauce. Bread is big in Italy as well. Not so much in Spain. Spain is more cured meats. I don't. And so, what does the guy? Oh, it is Italian food. Okay. Figure skating. Oh, geometric shapes. The exam's only 2 questions long, and it takes 1 entire day. Atlas. Not to be confused with the game company Atlas that makes this game, Persona. Ride ale. Bridal. Atlas? Atlas. But, you know, they're pronounced kind of the same way. This type of bird is kind of... Conchodori. What's a conchodori? A cuckoo. I don't remember that one. No country. I know that. The blah. I don't know. I never really understood that. I took the course 3 times before I passed that course. And I still don't remember that. Pretty sure this town was complete in ruins. Getting town more and more messed up. I don't know this one. Mochi. It's like, oh, before that lesson, they didn't know mochi was made of rice.
Man, this fog just won't quit. The weather report said it might start snowing soon. But what's going to happen if it snows with all this fog?
Drivers are gonna crash.
Whoa, where'd you guys come from?
Wow, that's quite a crowd you got there.
That's just us.
We ran into each other back there, so we came together. The fog's so thick that sometimes you can't see your nose in front of your face, so everyone's forming groups now.
It's definitely been weird lately. It's so cold, too.
Visibility's so bad it's scary. Can I stick close to you, Senpai?
Using every chance she gets.
This girl never changes.
It really is hard to see anything in this, though. It's just like on the other side.
Guys, put on your glasses!
Whoa, it's all clear.
Oh, what the hell's going on?
These glasses are meant to help us see through the fog in the other world. But putting that aside, no glasses would improve one's visibility in a fog under normal circumstances.
Then, could the fog from over there be leaking into our world? Huh? Well, you guys think that's it? I was kind of expecting you to ignore it as Chie being random again. It's just a thought.
Luckily. Hey, why isn't Yukiko and Chie and Nazo totally like Jelly and Rize right now? That's a good question.
Anyways, today's the last day of exams, right? Let's get them over with so we can meet up at the special headquarters after school.
Wow, we haven't used that name in a while.
My hand is moving on its own. Oh shit. Oh, did I not do Marie's? Did I mess up? Okay, so I'm be loading 5 now. Okay, this is where I decide the ending.
Hey, here's a story about the fog. Some specialists are raising concerns that this fog may consist of harmful. More and more citizens are calling for an investigation into the cause of the fog and the facts about it. Though the government has begun its preliminary investigation, many feel that the causes will be hard to pinpoint. Is this fog really dangerous?
You hardly ever see people walking around town anymore. Or here either.
Everyone's too scared of the fog now to go outdoors much.
It does seem a lot like the fog on the other side. But beyond that, I'm clueless.
There's another item of note here. A summary of Namatame's career with details about the case. The suspect was having an affair with the first victim. It seems she was killed due to relationship troubles. Also in April, Miss Saki Konishi's body was discovered. The police are looking into a motive for the murder. In July, a boy living in Inaba performed a copycat murder. The boy was initially thought to be the culprit behind all the killings, but later suspicion was thrown upon Namatame. Last month, the suspect attempted to kidnap a 7-year-old girl of Inaba, resulting in his arrest. It seems Namatame is still confined to his hospital bed, so further interrogation has yet to commence.
So it's finally over. A lot of stuff's happened, but all that's left is for the police to build a case for Namatame, right?
Can they prove anything?
I'm sure your uncle can.
But the stuff he was saying was so obviously nuts. If he says anything about the TV world, he might be considered mentally unstable.
And mentally unstable, so he started kidnapping people.
Also, I heard before that if the police don't have enough hard evidence, it's difficult to build a case.
Yes, there are many such cases and culprits. It's the eternal conundrum for crime investigators.
So even if they're caught, the law can't do shit?
They need Phoenix Wright to
It's a
do this.
possibility.
Hell's up with that? We all know he did it. You can't just let a maniac who thinks he's saving people by killing them run wild on the streets.
They better not dismiss something this serious because of some mental issues. Saki-senpai. No, not just her. Or that announcer. Even King Moron is his fault. If it weren't for what he did, nobody would have tried a copycat killing. It's his fault Nanako-chan's in the hospital right now, too.
I'll be right back.
What's the matter?
A Kotatsu?
Tatsu.
Oh, then why don't we go check them out right now? I know Nanako-chan would be psyched if she came home and found a new kotatsu.
Dude, why didn't you tell me sooner? The winter season's coming up and we just got a bunch of them in stock. All right, off to the houseware section for Nanako-chan!
If we're getting a kotatsu, we better get some oranges to complete the set.
It's a cliche because it's true, damn it.
What's the cliche?
If we're getting a kotatsu, we better get some oranges to complete the set.
The best compliment to a kotatsu would be a heated rug.
Dude, that much juice would kill the breaker the moment you tried to microwave something. Oh yeah, you've never used a kotatsu before, huh, Ted? It's nice and toasty.
I hear Kotatsu and I think of a dish in Japan, Japanese dish, like
Can I still stay
is it
here?
tonkatsu or tokatsu? I don't know.
You kept your promise to me, so I should be going
Yes,
back.
please go, Teddy.
But
please
I don't want to go until Nana-chan gets
Okay,
better.
fine, you can stay.
Of course you can stay. How many times do we have to say this before it gets through to you?
Nanako-chan would be sad if you weren't there when she wakes up.
But I couldn't save Nana-chan.
Don't be silly. We saved her together.
We caught the killer, man. We couldn't have done that without you.
Yes, because being permanently benched really helped.
Teddy, you shouldn't talk that way when Nanako-chan is still fighting.
You guys.
Come over to my place. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm being a nice guy.
Can I really?
That's right, you're just by yourself at home now, huh?
Hey, why don't we pick out a Christmas present for Nanako-chan while we're at it?
Oh, that's a great idea. I'm sure she'll be out of the hospital by then.
All right, but none of this charge it to Yosuke stuff this time. Seriously. We're clear on this, right?
Oh, come on. Why would we do something like that?
Yes, because why did you do it the first time?
Dude, the clothes you got for this guy? I almost pissed my pants when I saw the receipt. How many days do you think I had to work to pay that off?
Well, I can't help it if Juness overcharges for things.
Ooh.
Ugh. Well, I guess you gotta expect that. It's not like Chie-san's ever had the occasion to help a guy shop before.
Ooh. Shots fired everywhere.
What?
Bang, bang.
What did you just
Bang,
say?
bang.
Come on, baby. Don't fight over me.
Teddy with the bang.
Stay out of this!
Wait, Yosuke and Chi are fighting over Teddy. They totally are.
Let's leave them be and think of a present for Nanako-chan on our own.
But what would a girl her age want?
Featherman outfit. Just anything from
What do you
Rise.
think Nanako-chan would appreciate most?
A Rosette doll, a Jack Frost doll. Like,
Yeah, that white round shape's the best. A
why
plush
don't we
doll's
just
the
give her
way to
the
go.
actual Jack Frost persona?
All right, as soon as Nanako-chan's out of the hospital, we'll have a party at your place.
Yes! And we'll bake the
No, do you want to send her back to the hospital?
Of course!
Let's make it a cake to remember.
If by remember you mean sending her to the hospital again? No. Please, no.
Oh, no, you're not. Are you trying to send Nanako-chan
Exactly,
back to the
Yosuke,
hospital?
thank you.
Hello, this is Adachi. I want you to stay calm and listen to me, okay? Nanako-chan's condition suddenly got worse.
Suddenly got worse.
The doctor wants you to come to the hospital immediately. We'll be waiting.
Come on, let's go.
Doctor, this fog is poisonous, isn't it? Isn't it filled with viruses? They said so on TV. Isn't there a vaccine or something for it?
No, that's not how vaccines work.
Calm
Vaccines
down, please.
are for
That's just a
before you
rumor.
get sick.
Don't tell me to calm down! You're lying! We know you have medicine for this! Are you just going to stand there and watch us die?
Why would we do something like that?
What a commotion.
What the hell's that supposed to mean? Can't you see how much pain she's in?
All we can do right now is monitor her condition closely. Dojima-san, you need...
I don't give a damn about myself. Do something about Nanako.
Dojima-san!
Just save her. For God's sake, please save Nanako.
We'll do our best.
That's the smog.
I must ask you to step outside for the time being.
Apparently, LA's atmosphere moved
Nanako.
to Japan.
Hey, can't you do something? This all has to do with the world you came from. Can't you figure something out?
I'm thinking.
Unfortunately, we
but-
don't even know what Nanako's suffering from.
Damn it! Why does this have to happen to a little girl like her?
We all feel the same way.
Why'd it turn out like this?
Nanako-chan's gonna be okay, right?
You guys still here?
How is Dojima-san doing?
His wound's opened up again. They're treating it over in his room now.
Any luck with your investigation on Namatame?
About that. I won't mince words here. We're gonna have a hard time making these charges stick.
What's that mean?
I talked with the guys at the station, and it'll be next to impossible to find him guilty in court.
Unless you have reverse Phoenix right.
Especially
Phoenix
given the reason why we
wrong.
took him off our list of suspects for the first case.
Oh yeah, something about him having an alibi.
Yeah, that. And the whole angle about him putting people into TVs, there's no way that'll stand up in court. No one would believe that. What the public wants is when, where, and how Namatame killed these people. And Dojima-san knows it.
Well, ain't you calm about this?
I'm just telling you the truth.
And you call yourself a cop? Huh?
He's a cop, not a lawyer. Kanji, there's a difference, not a judge.
You want to see that stuff so bad? We'll show you! Hurry up and bring a TV here, damn it!
Hey, stop!
What the?
Is Nanako-chan's family here? Hurry inside. Please talk to her.
What the hell? What's going on?
No.
The
Nanako-chan.
room's 404. feels, man. My feels.
Daddy.
He'll be here. He'll be alright.
Nanako-chan. Nanako-chan. Can you hear us? Do you understand what we're saying? Your big brother's here with you. Just hang in there. Where's Dojima-san?
We're calling for him right now.
How's Nanako?
Doctor.
Big bro.
I'm right here.
Mm-mm. I'm scared. Big bro.
This voice acting.
Daddy.
Oh, this is so good. Oh, this is so painful to watch. So hard to watch. She flatlined.
Nanako! Nanako!
I'm sorry, sir.
Damn it! Damn it!
Nana-chan.
We did everything we could, but we still couldn't figure out what caused this.
Yeah. That'd be good to know. Like, was she just too young when she went into the shadow world, or like what?
Nanako-chan.
Dojima-san, what's with that look? Huh? What's wrong, everyone?
Adachi, can you guess?
Wait, is Nanako-chan... But then, where did Dojima-san go? His room isn't that way. Wait a sec. That's the way to...
Senpai! Senpai! Dojima-san might have gone after Namatame. Adachi-san said he was admitted to this hospital.
Wow, you would keep the victim and the kidnapper?
You transported into the same hospital? For crying out
Exactly.
loud, he's the
Like, I know the
suspect in
town's
the
small, but
case.
damn.
What are you getting mad at me for? This is the biggest hospital, and he's in no condition to be moved.
Where's his room?
I can't tell you that.
Just tell us where he is already! Dojima-san's on his way, ain't he? You don't know what he's gonna do there if we
Then,
don't stop him!
Adachi, why don't you go and stop him?
Kanji-kun, you don't mean...
Hold on. Just what are you
You're
guys talking about?
You have the most brains in the station, you can't figure this out.
Cough it up! Where's his room?
You're manhandling a cop, Kanji.
Top floor in the second surgical ward. Furthest room back. But there's a police guard.
Yeah, but still, the whole victim, suspect, in the same hospital thing is damn.
I was always watching over Nana-chan, and I still couldn't save her. It happened in my world. Even though I was the only Teddy in that place, I still couldn't do anything.
Let go of me. I need to speak to him.
Like we said, without permission.
Permission? Who gave them permission to kill Nanako? Tell me that, huh? The hell with you all! Why is he still alive when Nanako's dead? Give me back Nanako! Give her back! She's all I have! She's the only one in the world.
Call a doctor!
Let go of me. I need to...
Holy crap! Dojima-san! Quick, get him to his room. I'll go alert the doctors.
I can't agree with this choice of music right now. Like,
Dojima-san, was he
like
seriously gonna...
no, like this song doesn't match the mood right now. Like something like P3. P3 always had the right soundtrack.
Dead. Nothing would have
Suited the
surprised
mood.
me.
Dojima-san probably knew that there's little to no chance Namatame would be convicted. Damn it. He killed Senpai, and now Nanako-chan. And the bastard's gonna walk away without paying for what he did.
That's not right.
Why? Why is he the one that gets to go on living?
What are you doing? Trying to escape? Huh?
You have your life, and now you want your freedom too?
It's your fault that Nanako-chan's...
They are well composed, considering what happened.
I didn't.
12 o'clock. Is it the Midnight Channel? Hey, isn't this...
I failed to save her. It's because you got in my way.
Another Namatame? How? The real one's right here and we already beat his shadow!
No. Come to think of it, Namatame never faced his other self. And we didn't witness his shadow returning to his body as a persona either. Perhaps that's why we're seeing this now.
What the... I failed. But it wasn't my fault. And the law can't touch me anyway.
What?
Is that what Namatame's really thinking? Then... he wasn't deranged or anything. He
Okay,
knew what he
if
was
his shadows
doing.
is a manifestation of his inner thoughts, something's obviously wrong here. He legitimately thought he was saving them.
To hell with the law! I won't ever forgive what you did!
No, Yosuke, hold on. See, you know shadows are what they're really thinking inside. He legit thinks he was saving them, so we're missing something here.
Please, stop!
Huh? Stop what? We ain't even done anything yet. Or do you want us to do something? Something fitting for a bastard like you!
Kanji...
Do whatever you want. You hate me because the child died, don't you? I don't care either way. Living or dying makes no difference to me. But you're different. You can't do such a thing. You wouldn't dare, right? I'll continue saving people. It's my mission.
Mission?
My God.
Please, stop.
He wants us to stop. What should we do?
What do you mean?
We can't let this bastard do whatever he pleases.
Guys, think it over.
Still, what are you going to do?
No way I'm gonna walk out of here doing nothing.
I understand, but...
This must be a luxury suite. Most hospital wards don't have such large televisions. Why, with something like this in the room, this man could escape at any time. Although once he enters, he may find there's no way
Whoa, Nato,
out.
you too?
Wait a second. You don't mean... Are you... serious?
You just gonna turn your back and walk away?
But...
What's gotten into you guys?
You guys are so enraged. You guys are not missing the obvious fact that he legit thinks he was saving them.
This is crazy! How can we do something like that?
Chie! Everyone, listen to me. If we're gonna do this, now is our only shot. We won't get a second chance.
Yosuke, this is why you're benched.
At this rate, the guy's gonna get off the hook, and he'll go around saving people
And
again.
then we, at worst case, we'll go back in and save them like we always do.
You just heard what this bastard's really thinking.
And he thinks he's saving them.
If that happens, it'll be just like Nanako-chan and Senpai. Who knows how many innocent people will die this time? I can't let something like that go. Someone close to me died. Her killer can't be convicted. And now I'm gonna let the same thing happen again? There's no way I can do that! It's just wrong, isn't it?
But... Yosuke...
All we have to do is push him inside the
And
TV.
then how are you gonna explain
That's
how
it.
he escaped?
We do that one thing, and this is
And
all
how we
over.
were in the room? Get ourselves in a bigger bind?
Just... push him inside?
If any of you want no part in this, just leave the room. I'm not gonna force you to stay. As for me, nothing could make me forgive this bastard. But before we do this, I want to hear what you think. What do you want to do, leader?
Okay.
We don't have time to wait. If we don't do this now, the cops will come back. What are you trying to say?
We're missing something. Leave him. This won't change. I gotta let them know that his shadow actually legit thinks he's saving people. We need to get to that. So 2's out, 3 is out.
Something we don't know. What don't we know?
Why he did it? M.O. Whether revenge is right, whether to kill again. Whether to try.
But we just heard the guy's true feelings on TV!
You heard them, but you don't know what they mean. What does he mean saving them?
What didn't you understand?
He can still repent? No, I actually don't know why he's scared. No.
Well, what is it? I already told you there's no time to waste. Are you even getting at something here, or are you just stalling?
You can't escape via the TV. I got nothing. What does the guy say? We're missing something.
Missing? Like what exactly?
Like what he means by he actually thinks by saving them.
Damn it, I've heard enough of this bullshit. Give me a straight answer. Are we doing this or not? That's all I give a damn about right now.
You know, you're still rational, because otherwise you would have just kicked us all out and pushed them in.
He's right. Let's all calm down for a second.
I'm perfectly calm.
Not exactly.
Hey, what did you mean by we're missing something?
What's there to miss with a sick bastard like him?
Hey, let's all take a deep breath. After what happened to Nanako-chan and seeing Dojima-san, we're not thinking straight right now.
Fine.
You're right. We should calm down
And
and
get
think
out of here, because the
rationally
cops are
about
gonna
this.
come.
I realize now that we've heard almost nothing from
Yeah,
Namatame's
there you
perspective.
go.
There's no denying that this man brought great harm to Nanako-chan. But other than that point, the rest comes from our assumptions based on watching the Midnight Channel a moment ago. I won't deny that we were blinded by the heat of the moment, trying to impute all responsibility to him rashly.
But... yeah, the guy's not saying anything. Whatever reason he had, there's no doubt about the fact that he'd been throwing people inside the TV.
But what did he mean by he's saving people?
It was him who put Senpai through that misery. How can we possibly understand someone who says killing people is the same as saving them?
Well, maybe you should try to hear what they mean.
Failing to understand and failing to listen are rather different things.
Exactly.
Truthfully, not all the hitches that were nagging at me have been answered yet. We'll have to see what he can tell us about them. Though it appears he's in no condition to do so at the moment.
True. Dealing with him right now might not solve all the things that are bothering us. Damn it. But you better remember this. I'll do everything I can to stop him from repeating what he's done. Anytime, anywhere, anything.
Let's just think for now.
Jeez, how the hell can you stay so calm, man? Then again, that's why you're our leader. All right. Let's go ahead and think this through as much as we need.
If we leave any unanswered questions behind, we'll just be lying to ourselves. Yeah, that ain't gonna cut it. All right, I'm convinced.
Thank you. I'll think as hard as I can and try to help.
We all know how you feel, Yosuke. Come on, we've accomplished this much together, haven't we?
Right. Together.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry. And thanks.
You see, Yosuke, that just earns you lifetime permabench. Even though that's kind of the same thing. Level 10, max up investigation team. Alright. Now we are ace detectives now. Loki. Wait, Loki was an Ultra Arcana? I mean, Persona.
Hey, you guys? What are you doing? You can't be in here.
Oh, crap!
We were keeping an eye on the suspect. The police officers outside seem to have their hands full helping Dojima-san. If Namatame were to escape, it would be a disaster for the police's
Nato with the
reputation.
save.
Oh,
And
I
he
see.
just buys it.
We'll tighten security from now on, and I'll arrange for him to be transported out as soon as possible. So, if you guys can keep quiet about being in here, I'd really appreciate it.
How is he, Doctor? He seemed to be extremely agitated a moment ago.
He seems fine for now, but he really needs his rest. Outside, everyone. Doctor's orders.
Understood.
We should go too. Let's get back to Nanako-chan's room.
I like how the anime did this scene better. The flow, it flows a lot
So what's
better.
this thing we're missing, huh?
To tell the truth, there's something that's bothering me too. Why did he start
Exactly.
killing people in
You
the
guys,
first
we didn't get
place?
his MO.
Well, he said himself it was to save them, right?
What does that mean?
So he killed his lover in order to save her and kept going?
The police speculated the first murder was related to the affair, so they called in Namatame for questioning. But everything in his testimony and his bearing, no matter what they looked at, they found nothing suspicious. If he truly is twisted enough to believe that murder is a means of saving people, I think that would have shown through.
Maybe he faked it real well. Or maybe he started out with a normal motive and got a taste for killing after the first time.
No, if that were the case, his motive for killing that announcer would be even more inexplicable. Namatame and his wife were separated at the time. Both Misuzu Hiragi and himself testified that she had discarded him. Hiragi also knew about Yamano beforehand, and Namatame was shocked to hear of Yamano's death. Their relationship was known and was not strained to the point of murder. There's simply no motive in the affair angle. The police invested a great deal of effort into investigating this point. Therefore, we have no convincing motive for Namatame to kill Mayumi Yamano, although her name was written in Namatame's own diary.
His reason for killing her.
It's still possible that he was crazy to begin with and no one realized, right?
I don't really get any of this.
Oh, this is so confusing!
Hey, we could hear you in there. This is a hospital. Maybe you should quiet down a little.
Oh, there you are, all of you. Please come with me immediately.
Huh? What's going on?
What are you waiting for? Hurry, go!
Did Dojima just go?
Where am I?
Hey, Sky Hunter. How's it going? I'm Bionic Fraud.
Is this Teddy's world? This doesn't quite feel like it, though. I remember being at the hospital. That's right, Nana-chan. I couldn't do anything. Why do I even exist? I couldn't keep my promise. I lost my reason to be there. That's it. I remember now. So, it was true. Guys! Sensei! What should I do?
Nanako's back.
Oh, there they are. Nanako-chan came around.
Huh? What did you just say? Nanako-chan's alive?
Oh, Teddy's a scumbag character for scumbag players.
Are you serious?
It's very rare to be resuscitated after one's heart and lungs fail, but it does happen. But until I know why she collapsed in the first place, I can't say for sure how well she'll recover from here on. Still, Nanako-chan's a fighter, and she's trying desperately to stay alive.
So this isn't a joke? You're actually telling the truth?
Nanako-chan. Oh my god.
This is amazing!
Miracles do happen. I'm so glad.
I didn't know what I was gonna do. Come on! Stop crying, you two!
You all should go home for the night. I'll speak with Dojima-san tomorrow about Nanako-chan's treatment. It's rather chilly outside. If it starts snowing, be careful not to catch a cold.
Wait a second, where's Teddy? I noticed he didn't come with us when we went to Namatame's room.
You're right. That's weird. I figured he wouldn't move from Nanako-chan's side.
Teddy, where did you go?
Oh yeah, he has a cell with him. Wait, I shouldn't use mine inside the hospital. I'll try calling him up once we're outside.
Oh my god, so much plot.
Oh, there you are. I forgot to tell you. Don't pull that again, okay? You can't just meet with the suspect like that. Anyway, I came to give you an update on Dojima-san. His wounds opened up a little, but he's treated now and he's fast asleep.
Thank you.
He'll be all right. Don't worry. Knowing him, by this time tomorrow, he'll be on his feet and yelling at people again.
Sounds like Dojima.
Don't tell him I said that. Anyway, I heard Nanako-chan's on the road to recovery again. You guys were being so dramatic that I got really worried. But this is good news. She'll be well again in no time. By the way, you're all alone at the house now, right? Well, enjoy your freedom while you can.
Oh, yeah,
Dojima-san
that's
and
nice.
Nanako-chan will be back
Just
soon
house
after
to
all.
yourself.
Well, I better head back. You go home too, before it gets too late. See ya.
Couldn't save. I couldn't save. Why? Mayumi. And that girl too. I couldn't save them.
Huh? What's the matter? Feeling guilty all of a sudden? Sheesh.
I can't reach him. Did that stupid bear forget to charge the battery?
We took a quick look around the hospital, but there's no sign of him.
It's okay.
I wonder
It's okay,
where he
Louis. I
went.
think we're better without him. Snow.
Oh, it's snow. Hey, you're right. Wow, it's been a while since I last saw real snow. It doesn't look that pretty, though, because of this fog.
I guess this makes it the first snow of the year. It's freezing. Let's go home. Hey, Yosuke, if you find Teddy, don't forget to contact us, all right?
I know. Let's meet up at the special headquarters tomorrow. Man, that Ted. I hope he just went back home by himself. He's probably fine. But I'll hurry home just in case. Well, see you tomorrow.
Yeah, I did play P3 Fest before I played this. That's why I find this game really easy. Like I was playing P3 Fest on normal and then it was kicking my ass. This game though, it's so easy. I'm like super over leveled. Okay, I should keep that save.
Welcome. It's been quite some time. Do not be alarmed. You are fast asleep in the real
So basically,
world.
this is some Freddy Krueger type of shit where you invade
I
their
have summoned
dreams.
you within your dreams.
He's gonna kill you in your dreams.
Now then, your journey has taken you quite a distance thus far. Do you believe you'll be able to successfully solve this mystery? Splendid! The precise destination of this vehicle, that too is getting rather hard to judge. If we continue driving blindly, we may end up leading you further away from the mystery that you must reach. Well, why don't we take a moment to look back on your journey? It was for that purpose that I summoned you here
I'm
tonight.
still liking P3 more.
Margaret?
It's just like the presentation was a lot more solid. And the music, the themes.
We are experiencing the words engraved into your memory during your journey.
Like, I think P4 is a better game. Like it's much more streamlined, gameplay wise, and like in terms of like the writing, the social links, the characters. So they're a lot more endearing. Like, they're more fun, but P3 was a little bit more serious, a little bit more realistic.
Failing to understand and failing to listen are rather different things.
All right, let's go ahead and think this through as much as we need.
If we leave any unanswered questions behind, we'll just be lying to ourselves.
I'll think as hard as I can and try to help.
Come on, we've accomplished this much together, haven't we?
Right. Together.
And it seems you have comrades with you as well.
Yeah, stories really fell at.
We'll be parked for the moment while I confirm our current heading.
As I mentioned previously, this year will signal a great change in your life. Though there isn't much time left, it can be worth your while to take the time to stop and reflect.
People are like water flowing in a river. There is only one stream, but all who pass through it are affected differently. Some travel fast, some change their course, experiencing countless events as they travel down the river of time.
Just so. The state of this room reflects the scenery of your heart. Perhaps this may be a time for contemplation rather than action.
Teddy's missing.
All of them. Sky. All of them. We have harem route.
I looked all over the neighborhood, but I couldn't find him anywhere. Yeah, me too. He was acting all weird lately. Rise and the others are checking inside the TV to see if he's gone back to the other side. We're meeting pretty soon, so will you come with me to Jeunesse?
So, the correct answer is yes. And only yes.
It's no use, man. We can't find him.
No luck for me either. I didn't sense anything over there. The fog's so dense it might be affecting my readings. I wish I could do better. I'm sorry.
Ted. Don't tell me he really went back to his world this time. We told him over and over that he could stay here.
He can come back anytime.
Yeah. We'll just have to believe in him for now.
Good thing I didn't use him
He plays
or
dumb a
rely on
lot,
him.
but he's attached to us deep down. He wouldn't disappear without saying anything, right?
Exactly.
I'm worried for Teddy myself, but let's trust in him and await his return. Right now, we must concentrate on the case. It won't be long before Namatame is transferred to another location. We must hurry, or we will miss our only chance to get his perspective on this.
You know, I've been thinking about the case since, but something just doesn't seem right.
Let's quickly review the facts. Of all the victims, only 2 were killed. Miss Yamano, the announcer, and Saki-san. From the documents we found in the car, we know Namatame had some sort of dealings with them. After that, there were multiple attempted murders in which we were targeted. It was only when he took Nanako-chan that we caught him in the act, identifying his modus operandi in the process.
When I hear you put it like that, sounds like the dude's guilty.
As a result of Namatame's arrest, the police admitted that Mitsuo Kubo was a mere copycat killer.
Back up to yesterday. Remember when you said Namatame didn't have a motive to kill the announcer? That's what's bothering me.
Right. Either he's completely nuts, or we're misunderstanding something.
You lost me.
She's trying to say that if Namatame is sane, then there may be facts in the case we don't know about yet.
Sane or insane? Sounds like a play I saw before.
When he talks about saving people, what does that actually mean? I don't think there's any doubt that it includes kidnapping people and throwing them into the TV.
Could he mean saving them through death? He did call himself a savior and said that the other side is a wonderful world.
So they'll be saved if they die?
That
What
sounds
a
like
bunch
some
of
religious
crap.
hippie
The
stuff to
bastard
me.
should have gone and saved himself. What do you think, Senpai?
There's something else.
If you think about it normally, it's gotta be him. But there ain't nothing normal about that world anyways.
Normal
There's
is
something I've been wondering about for a
completely
while.
subjective.
When we first encountered him, he said, "You're the ones I saved. Don't worry, I'll save this girl too." So, if he saves people by killing them, did he save us too? Wouldn't he actually have failed to save us?
You raise a good point. If he thinks that salvation comes only through death, his words to us make no sense. And another thing, the Namatame who appeared on the Midnight Channel said he failed to save Nanako-chan.
Well, maybe he really was trying to save the victims by putting them inside the TV. Come on, don't get all quiet like that. You guys know I just say the first dumb thing that pops into my head.
At least she admits it.
The possibility that he truly intended to save us.
But he's still the one who threw in Saki-senpai in that announcer, right? Sure, we haven't nailed down his motives, but that doesn't change the fact that he killed them.
Indirectly.
Or what? You think someone
It
else
the
was
shadows
involved?
that killed them.
What?
The warning letter.
Warning letter? Oh yeah. Whatever happened to that thing?
If Namatame's the killer, he must have been the one who wrote it, right?
Let's review them. Yes, that's right.
Isn't that kind of odd? Would someone who thinks he's saving people by killing them write stuff like "don't rescue" or "kill"?
Yeah, and the "will be put in and killed" part doesn't make sense either. If the killer was writing it, wouldn't it be more like "I'll put in and kill"?
Hey, could this mean...
No, Tommy didn't write it.
Yeah, it's almost like someone else wrote this letter.
But only the killer would write such a letter and deliver it to Dojima-san's house, right? If someone else wrote it, that could only mean...
Dear God. Since this is such an unusual case, I was absolutely convinced that other than the Kubo incident, there was one culprit.
So Namatame really was trying to save his victims?
Everything is exactly the opposite of what it first seemed. In Namatame's parlance, failing would have been the first two cases when the victims died. If he had used his method twice and failed both times, he would hardly have continued using the TV. And yet, it all seems to suggest that someone else wrote this warning letter while observing the entire case.
Someone else? Then, it wasn't Namatame that killed Saki-senpai and the announcer?
We can't say for certain yet. We urgently need to speak with Namatame face to face.
Yay, this random social link.
How though? After what happened yesterday, they said they're gonna tighten security.
I have a plan, but there's no time to waste. Let's hurry to the hospital.
Oh, I already know, but because I watched both animes, I've seen the game. I've seen a playthrough of the game before, but for the sake of people
Hey, this place is off limits.
who hasn't seen the game before, for the new viewers, please refrain so.
I'm a consultant with the police. I'd like a few words with Namatame-san. May I go in?
This is Unit 252, requesting confirmation on an ID. Name of Naoto Shirogane. Huh? Ah, understood. I see. Well, you're on the list. I can give you a few minutes, but I'll have to record your conversation with him for security purposes.
Hey, Static.
Not that I expect you'll get anything coherent out of the guy. He's been spouting nothing but gibberish.
I'd like him to accompany me as well. He has no identification, but this is an emergency situation, and he's here in Detective Dojima's stead.
Huh? Detective Dojima sent him? I wasn't informed of this.
I'll vouch for his identity.
Well, I
only
guess
say
it's
blind
better
is
than
'cause
dealing with
it's,
the man himself.
Well, I've never played the game before. So, in that way, it's semi-blind, but trying to explain what semi-blind is so much harder.
We have our
And,
hands full with the
no
transport
spoilers
procedures,
or
so the
something.
last thing we
That's
need is
too long.
Detective Dojima running wild. Detective Adachi is busy somewhere too. This is Unit 252. Huh? I see.
Has something happened?
There's something about a suspicious object out in the lobby.
Ah, well then, this works out nicely. You should back up your colleagues downstairs. We'll keep watch over Namatame-san. A disturbance in a hospital lobby, after all. It sounds serious.
If anything happens, hit the nurse call button. I'll leave the rest to you.
Understood. Please. I knew they were undermanned, but I didn't expect it to go this smoothly.
Wow.
There's nothing
Your
much
mother's
inside
a
that
culprit?
suspicious object. So he won't be gone long.
All right, then now's our chance to talk to Namatame.
Man, I need some mods.
Namatame-san, there's something we'd like to ask you.
Oh, Kanji can perfectly be mad, because Yosuke is just a complete dick when it comes to that.
It's tempting to think that you were the culprit behind this entire case. And to be honest, there are many in this town who hope you are. But we are here to learn the truth. So...
Huh?
Is saving killing people?
No. If nobody saves them, they'll be killed. That's why I put them in there.
Yo, Ark. Please don't troll spoilers like that, please. Please don't troll spoilers that, like, use the plot as the medium. Like, come on, no jokes. No jokes like that, please.
Huh? Me?
What? Yukiko? Okay, so Chaos so thank you for those Suno Search PDFs as promised. Wait, what are you talking about? What do you mean I don't have permission? What? How do I not have permission? I have the administrator account. Unless Jackson messed up.
They were killed. I couldn't save them.
Really? They can't responding fraud on chat?
Then tell me if my estimation is correct so far. After discovering the Yamano and Konishi incidents, you realized an appearance on the Midnight Channel meant certain death. Thus,
And
to
delivery
save
for the
her from that
investigation
fate,
team.
you kidnapped
No, I'll
Yukiko
leave it to the
Amagi.
Twitch programmers.
You couldn't let her be killed, So you threw her into the TV, preventing the killer in this.
There we
and
go.
you repeated the process as more individuals appeared on the Midnight Channel. It all falls into place.
Wait, what? How do I?
His body is weak, but his mind is sound. He's trying to tell us the truth.
Yes, cause should
but if the stuff he's
totally
saying
take
is
his
true.
word at face value.
There's another killer who murdered the first two victims?
Indulge us in a few more questions.
Oh, I defeated the fall. I defeated Nyx as well. Why the warning letters?
What are you talking about?
Why did you enter the TV?
I didn't know. I never thought it would be that kind of place. I have no idea. I want to know that too.
As I thought.
You believe me? Did they find him? Did they find the one who did? Mayumi.
Please calm down. Our ability to find the culprit rests on you. We know about the other world. In fact, we're the only ones who can fully understand what you have to say.
What is that gift?
Only you?
We
Wow.
did blame you for everything.
Wow,
at first.
Shaka, that's what you're doing at Evo? Don't worry, we're gonna get an extra big plate of fried chicken with an extra big plate of watermelon with an extra large glass of grape soda when we go eat at a buffet.
But now I think we can accept whatever you got to tell us.
I already told Dennis we gotta hook you up.
Tell us everything you can, calmly and slowly.
You're willing to listen? Do my story? All right. Soon after my affair with Mayumi became common knowledge, I returned to my parents' home, as if to run away from the scandal. And I started drinking heavily to drown my anxieties. I hadn't been able to reach Mayumi at all, and that didn't help either. Mayumi, where are you? She'd been disgraced on all the afternoon shows, and forced to resign from the program she was on. I caused her so much trouble. I wanted to at least apologize to her, but I couldn't even do that. I lost the will and energy to do anything. Then, one day, the rumor I heard some time ago came back to me. Since I had nothing better to do, I sat down blankly in front of the TV and watched my own reflection. And all of a sudden, there was Mayumi. Mayumi? Is that you? The Mayumi inside the TV looked as if she was calling to me for help. Mayumi? When I reached out unthinkingly to touch her, my arm disappeared into the TV, as if I had dipped it into a pool of water. I was so shocked that I lost my balance and nearly fell face first into the TV.
was so scared. I couldn't understand what just happened. I thought maybe I'd gone insane. In the end, I decided to think of it as just a dream, and I went back to the city the next day after finishing work. The next afternoon when I got to work, I was fired on the spot, as I expected. That wasn't what broke me, though. It was Mayumi being found dead. And not just that, but it had happened in my hometown. I was dumbstruck. But later on, I remembered the image of Mayumi I'd seen that night. Was it not a dream? Could it really have been an SOS from Mayumi? I hadn't touched another TV because the first time was so terrifying, but I decided to try it again, and I confirmed that none of it was a dream. So that image, was it something Mayumi showed me, calling for help? That's how I felt.
And eventually, you learned of the Midnight Channel.
I remembered that when Mayumi was alive, she was chasing a rumor about some bizarre TV program. I'd heard about it before, but I thought it was just an urban legend. But then Mayumi appeared on it, and later turned up dead. The more I thought about it, the harder it became to believe that the two events were unrelated. Soon after that, I came back to Inaba to answer the police's questions. I'd lost my job, and I wanted to know the truth of Mayumi's death for myself. Then, on another rainy night, someone else appeared on the Midnight Channel. It was a girl. She looked like she was calling for help, just like Mayumi. The first thing that came into my mind was, maybe this girl will be the next to die.
And that was Saki-senpai.
I'd been following all the news about Mayumi, so I noticed right away that she was the girl who found Mayumi's body. And if my hunch was right, she'd be the next victim. I didn't want her to die the way Mayumi did. So I desperately kept watching. I was consumed with the idea of rescuing her. Then, little by little, her image on the screen came into sharper focus.
It became sharper?
How did you find out it was her?
After I came back, my father couldn't bear to see me in such low spirits, and gave me a job with the family business. I met that girl when I delivered a package to the liquor store. After agonizing over it, I decided to meet her, and told her to be careful. But that same night, on the TV, she looked as if she was being engulfed by some black shape. She was writhing in pain. That's why I warned her. Why won't she pick up the phone? Come on! Please! The next day, they found her dead. I knew she was going to be murdered, but I couldn't save her. I blamed myself, thinking there must have been something I could have done. There was no one who depended on me. Nobody at work, not even my wife. Mayumi was the only one who accepted me for who I was. But she was murdered, and the same person killed another girl.
Person?
I was beside myself. I couldn't forgive myself for doing nothing.
You really did love Miss Yamano.
Yes, from the bottom of my heart. Before I was married, my wife made it big in show business. I was happy for her, but it put a strain on our relationship.
I think I can kind of relate.
It was around that time when I met Mayumi. She was interviewing our candidate for the next election. She was a big-name announcer, but she only worked with local stations, and her attitude towards work was similar to mine. We both came from Inaba, so she was easy to talk to. I knew it was wrong, but I couldn't help getting intimate with her.
I think Narukami can relate. You know, you just suddenly talk to the woman, and all of a sudden, bam, social link. Next time you see her, bam, social link. You so much as breathe on them, bam, social link.
She gave meaning to my life. Soon after Saki-san was found dead, yet another girl appeared on TV. That was you. She'll be kidnapped next. And murdered. I can't let her end up like Mayumi and that other girl. This time, I'm gonna do something. My opponent was a murderer who left no clues to his identity. I thought hard about what I could do to protect her from someone like that. I'll never convince her. If she gets suspicious and they arrest me, who'll save her then? The girl inside the TV looked as if she was smiling at me. And that's when it hit me. I apparently had the power to go through the TV screen to the other side. Then, what if I put her into the TV and give her shelter there before the killer gets her?
But you never checked out what that world was like.
What are you trying to tell me? That it's safe over there? Is that it?
Why didn't he go in there and check
The girl
himself?
inside the TV seemed to smile at me again. And I thought, no matter what kind of place it might be, it's better than being slaughtered. Once things calm down, I could just let her out again.
Checked it out.
If she's inside the TV, there's no way they can find her.
Like, you don't even know. Like, what if it was just a spike pit? You just threw him into a spike pit.
It felt as if everything was starting to come together in my mind. Could it be that Mayumi gave me that power to prevent any more victims from meeting her fate? Was it my mission to save people? But there was a big problem. If I explained the situation to the victim, they wouldn't understand. I had already tried that and failed miserably. It seemed the only thing I could do was to take them away. If that was my mission, I'd just have to do it. Or so I thought. Mayumi, please lend me your strength.
So, since you thought people who appeared on the Midnight Channel would be killed, you kidnapped us in order to save us.
Mission? Give me a break! You never stopped and wondered about any of this?
I thought I was the only one who could help them. I did call the police, but they didn't believe me. I knew the area well, thanks to my job. I had a large truck, and I could move around without suspicion. I thought my job as a delivery man would be the perfect cover for my mission. I thought no one else could do it.
So I guess it was a front mission.
But are you telling me that I wasn't saving them?
If a person is still within the TV world when the fog appears here, they will die. Beginning with Yukiko-san, the people you thought you had been saving were, in fact, in mortal peril. It was my friends here who really saved us all.
I had a feeling that was it.
And you kept going?
When I went after that little girl and entered the TV myself, for the first time, I had some doubts about myself.
You refer to Nanako-chan, correct?
The police were after me, so I had to get away. But I still felt I needed to do everything I could to save that poor little girl. That's why I went in after. But the TV world was completely different than I imagined. Such an abominable, grotesque place. I knew that the three of you who I saved went back to your normal lives,
okay,
so
that's
I
understandable.
didn't realize how terrible that world was. I never knew. You couldn't even get out of that place on your own.
No. That's a cowardly way to put it. I'd probably already begun to realize that it was a dangerous place. If I hadn't, I wouldn't have gone to see you all.
See us? Wait, are you talking about the concert we did at Junest?
Yes. I wanted to know why the ones I saved were all hanging out with each other. and how much you remembered. But in the end, I couldn't bring myself to say anything and ran home. I must have felt too guilty.
Oh damn, that would have cleared up so much shit before it even happened. Like, damn.
But all the doubts and anxieties I'd been unconsciously suppressing exploded out when I entered the television myself. I thought I was going insane. I
But
probably
grotesque
did.
place. I mean, he landed in the heaven dungeon. That's like one of the nicest.
And you know the rest. When I came to, I was lying in a hospital bed.
You really were trying to save people.
But I ended up doing just the opposite. What a fool. I always wanted to enter the world of politics and become useful to society. But after losing my job and the woman I loved, all I had left was this power. I convinced myself that world was some sort of sanctuary, and I secretly believed myself to be a hero.
Now that the ending is like when Namatame just shows up. Yeah, you kids are good. But let me show you how it's really good. And he's like jamming and like kicking the band's ass in Guitar Hero or something.
For myself at all. That's why I couldn't protect them. I'm to blame for all of this. I suppose so. But the things I've done are too serious to be brushed aside.
He's a good man. He's a good man. He's willing to own up, even after. Even though he had good intentions, he's still gonna own up.
I have no intentions of running away from my crimes. I'm prepared to face the consequences. Kidnapping is already a serious crime. And on top of that, I put all those lives in danger. I'm sorry.
The Midnight Channel and the other world? You can hardly be blamed for failing to understand them properly.
But still could have stuck his head into the TV to check.
We must apologize to you as well.
And you guys are
Had
just
we let
like
our emotions
believing
blind
him.
us to the truth, we would have piled all the responsibility on you.
I guess from your point of view, people did stop dying once you started saving people. The more you did it, the more you really believed you were preventing their deaths.
I'm such a joke. I'm sorry. I'm getting a little tired.
What are you all crammed in here for?
My apologies. We'll be leaving now.
Wait. I beg you, please, find whoever's behind this. You children are the only ones who know about that world.
Don't worry. I have...
Jackson, you dropped combo. I am haunted by ghost of Pad. Ghost? Don't worry. Allow me, master of exercising. 妖魔鬼怪快啲走！妖魔鬼怪快啲走！妖魔鬼怪快啲走！妖魔鬼怪快啲。
Hey, Van Desu, that game's called Danganronpa.
It was
And it
another
sucks.
party who threw the first two victims into the TV.
Now get out of here!
You're really just gonna let them go after...
I told you, he's almost ready to be transported. We can't have anything else happen. Sheesh. I better not see you rascals here again.
Magic must defeat magic. You know what that one line sums up
Nanako-chan
Guilty
looks
Gear?
like she's in pain.
The entire
She's
Guilty Gear
fighting for
universe
dear
is summed
life.
up in magic must defeat magic.
This was the last place we saw Teddy, right? He was so worried about her.
How can he flake out like this when we have to find the real killer?
The police consider the matter closed. We'll have to do all the investigation from here on out. Let's revisit Saki-san and Miss Yamano's incidents and see if we can turn up fresh details.
But it's been over 6 months. Wouldn't the trail be cold by now?
I know, but we can't give up. We're the only ones who understand what's really going on. And you never know. People might remember some things now because they've had so much time to think about it. Let's split up and talk to people all over town tomorrow. We'll meet up in the evening to discuss our findings.
I hope we can find out something about Teddy, too.